My name is Keith Farley. I'm the Managing Director and Vice President of Aflac Northern Ireland. Aflac is a Fortune 500 company based in Columbus, Georgia in the States, and we are the largest provider of supplemental health insurance in the US and the largest insurance company in Japan. Aflac came to Northern Ireland in October of 2019. We'd been visiting for a few years, met with plenty of different companies here, universities, government officials, made the decision in early 2019 to set up a shop over here, and then I moved over here in June, and in October of 2019 is when we made our announcement. When we came to Belfast, Northern Ireland, we just fell in love with what we saw. The people here were great, there was a warmth, there was a community around technology, and we decided that this would be a great place to set up a Center for Advanced Technology. We've had a very enjoyable experience here in Northern Ireland. The quality of the talent that we found here is beyond our expectations. We'd heard from a lot of different companies we met with that the quality would impress us, but it's not until you get here, you start hiring, and even beyond hiring, you start delivering code that you can really start to see that quality. Prior to moving to Northern Ireland, I'd never lived anywhere but the States. I'd lived in a few different cities, but obviously this was a more significant change. Probably the biggest shock is driving on the other side of the road. That's the first thing that you have to get used to. And then you start to pick up many different accents from many different regions across Northern Ireland and the wider UK and Ireland. But we have found the transition to be great. The people have been very friendly and welcoming. It's an easy place to live in terms of it's affordable, you can get around places, and there's tons of great stuff to see, whether it's the sites up the North Coast, stop by Bushmills Distillery, the Game of Thrones tours, there's plenty of great things to do. The family has loved living in Northern Ireland. We've used it as a bit of a window into the wider Europe as well. It's easily accessible to the greater Europe. Plenty of time we've spent in Northern Ireland. We actually joined an old vehicle club here and met some local friends there, have met some of our neighbors and gone out to dinner with them. So we've definitely enjoyed the transition. I think at whatever point we decide to return home to the US, we'll have a hard time getting our kids to leave their friends here because they've definitely fit in well. From a cultural differences standpoint, while we're all speaking the same language, I found there's plenty of colloquialisms here. The word we, everybody uses we here all the time, and sometimes it means small, but sometimes it doesn't mean small at all, like a wee skyscraper, things like that. So I've definitely enjoyed the language difference here, and that has been something that obviously is a change from where I came. I think if there's anything that surprised me about living in Northern Ireland, it's truly how beautiful it can be, especially on a sunny day. The food in Northern Ireland is great. There's plenty of international flair, but also a good Ulster fry can't be beat. I have learned to change my definition of bacon while living here, and I'm quite enjoying that. And also I would recommend the white pudding, the black pudding. Just go for it, try them all. There's some great local foods here, and cheese and onion tato for sure. When I think about how I've benefited from our move here, I think obviously professionally, it's been a great opportunity to start a new company here in Northern Ireland and to be able to build something from the ground up. On a personal level, I think of myself and the family. We've been exposed to a different culture we didn't know much about, met a lot of new and great people, had great access to getting into the rest of Ireland as well as the UK and even the mainland of Europe. So our horizons have definitely been expanded and we've enjoyed our time here so far. I've just found that at a very early age, the Northern Irish people take school very seriously, and that continues on throughout all the way up to the university level. So I think that when we think about the schools here, these are schools unlike I've seen anywhere else. They're very competitive, very strong schools, two great universities right here in Belfast, as well as some local colleges. We've been very happy with what we've seen. I would absolutely recommend living in Northern Ireland. It's a great place to visit, it's a great place to work, it's a great place to live. Everybody that has come to see us has wanted to see more of it and spend more time here. We feel fortunate that we get to live here for the time that we do. We've said that we're sort of tourists that are living here in Northern Ireland, and so every weekend that we can, we're seeing a different site, we're doing a different activity. Plenty of stuff to do here, and we've really enjoyed it.